Death or Dishonor is the first official country pack for Hearts of Iron 4 and the second DLC as a whole. It really focuses on bringing new life to some southeastern European countries like Romania, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia. Overall, the new focus trees are a lot of fun in this game. I found them to be way more fun than the ones in Together for Victory, and I think that's more because the countries themselves are in a much more interesting spot than the countries that were in Together for Victory. Now you can do some interesting things like, for example, you could be playing as Hungary, and you could just go down the normal Axis route if you wanted to, except now it's much more expansive than just having the generic focus tree. Or you could create the Austro-Frickin-Hungarian Empire and go around conquering people, which is really cool. There's both ahistorical and historical focuses, like you can be playing as Czechoslovakia and just spam forts everywhere and try and defend, or you could play as Yugoslavia and go down the path where you create your own Balkan Empire, or kind of doing the same thing with Romania where you try and create your own empire and stuff like that. You also get little neat flavor text as the events happen, so you can kind of see how the Austro-Hungarian Empire came back and stuff like that. Now moving on from that, you get some new music tracks as well, which do sound pretty decent. They fit in with the existing game track well. And then there's new art for each of the new nations, along with new voiceovers for them, so it's supposed to be in their own native language, and most part they sound pretty good and look pretty good. And then finally there's the new licensing options that you can license technology, like licensing a tank design to another country to build. It's an okay feature and kind of was needed in some ways. Now overall, is Death or Dishonor worth picking up? I'd say wait for a sale, to be honest. You know, I had a lot of fun with this pack just because these nations were a lot more exciting to play as than the ones in Together for Victory, because they are kind of in the thick of the combat and they have a lot more interesting options and things to do. But you're not really getting anything else other than licensing technology for playing other countries, and the new countries themselves get kind of boring. About the second playthrough, I started to feel like this was the same thing I did before, just with a different country and slightly different flavor. And that's really the problem with Death or Dishonor. Everything feels kind of the same. Playing as Yugoslavia and conquering, playing as the Austro-Hungarian Empire and conquering, playing as the Romanians and conquering. Everything feels the same. Sure, you could do like an Axis run as Hungary or something like that, but that doesn't really feel that new or different. It feels like the exact same thing you would do before with a generic trait, just with new unique bonuses. So overall, I'm gonna say, unless you're dying to play as these countries or you're dying to get the new unique focus trees because you're so bored of the generic ones, just hold off and wait for a sale.